Power Book 2 Go Season 3 is on the way, and you already know we had to talk about Kane. So what do you guys think he's going to be on in this next upcoming season? We're going to talk about that in today's video, so stay tuned.
Check out this bizarre.
Sure you ready to do some shit like this? Kill Lorenzo?
Know who the I am? Out of here.
Now's not the time to act like you know what the you're doing, right? Because I know you don't. I killed my dad to save my family. You don't have a choice. Just like I ain't have a choice. After this shit, you ain't never gonna be the same, Kane.
Shit you don't know.
Nigga, why are you always worried about me? Why are you always worried about me? Why are you always worried about me? When you need to worry about what it is that you need to do.
Is that what you're telling me? Bingo, amigo!
Yo, I think we should plan this another time.
This nigga's scared!
Kane, stop. He knows we're here.
Glad you're all right. Nice to have you back saving my ass.
We good, Kane?
Yeah, Mom, we good.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we'll be talking about Power Book 2 Go Season 3. What's next for your boy, Kane Tejada? You already know we had to talk about him in today's video. Now you guys make sure you checked out my last power video. I talked about your boy Tariq and what's next for him. I dropped that last week. So check it out if you have not seen it. We're going to continue to get ready for Power Book 2 Go Season 3. And I'm also going to be talking about the other Power Universe shows very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. But in today's video, the topic of discussion is what's next for Kane. I got a feeling he will be a target. We know he's going to have the boys on his back in this next upcoming season. At the same time, Kane, he needs to learn from what he did in these last 2 seasons. And hopefully he does, because if he doesn't, we're going to see the same thing that happened in the last 2 seasons. A lot of mess, a lot of cleaning up, and most likely a lot of unnecessary bodies getting dropped off because of Kane's actions. So what do you guys think is going to happen? Leave it all down below. We're going to break it down in today's video. So what's next for Kane Tejada? I mean, we know in season 2, he was plotting and planning on Tariq, even though they were supposed to be working together. Kane didn't care, and he let his emotions get the best of him. Now, we can just be 100% honest. A lot of the things that we saw in season 2 was because of what Kane has done. Trying to set Tariq up in season 1 and in season 2, it yielded deadly consequences sometimes, right? We know what happened to Bars. We know what happened to Professor Jabari Reynolds. I mean, even trying to set Tariq up with the whole badge of Officer Ramirez. I mean, all these different things, it pretty much created unnecessary, problems for them. Unnecessary problems because of Kane's emotions, because Kane can't stand Tariq, because Kane believes he can do everything better than Tariq. He's always worrying about Tariq all the time, and that's his biggest weakness. I mean, if he just stopped and worried about what he needs to do and stop worrying about what Tariq is doing, he will be good. And like I said, he proved that to us time and time again throughout the first 2 seasons. And I'm glad that Tariq told him last season, like, look, you need to stop worrying about me. Worry about yourself and worry about what you need to do. And if Kane actually worries about himself in this next upcoming season and what he needs to do, I think he's going to be okay. But if Kane goes back to doing what we've been seeing him do, expect the same results. I mean, like I said, y'all saw what happened in the first 2 seasons. Every time Kane tried to set Tariq up, what happened? I mean, just all this unnecessary drama, and then eventually they all have to clean up this mess. I mean, it was just flat out stupid for him to even do some of these things. Now, I can understand Kane not trusting Tariq, seeing that Tariq was new to the Tejada family coming in. I mean, that makes sense. But to go out your way to try to set him up time and time again, which is going to come back to you and your family, makes 0 sense. But Kane, he acted on emotions. He hated that Tariq was able to do some of the things that he did. He hated that his mom trusted Tariq, and everybody seemed like, they loved him in the sense of he knew how to handle business, right? This is something that Kane has always wanted. He wanted that respect that he saw Tariq getting. He wanted to pretty much be the brains of the operation, not just the muscle. He tried and tried again throughout the, first 2 seasons, and he failed. And that's because he's so worried about what Tariq is doing and not going back and thinking of the things that he needs to do. Even though Mecca was doing some of the stuff that he did as far as the dirt, I believe Kane learned a lot from him on how to neutralize certain things, to actually think before you go out there and act. Hopefully he takes that in season 3 and he uses it. You know what I'm saying? And let's just be honest. If Kane, Tariq, and Brayden was all on the same page and they worked together, you know, honestly, not trying to screw each other over, those 3 will be dangerous. We saw little bits and pieces of it in season 2. And I'm expecting Kane to try to fix some of those relationships. Yes, him and Tariq, in my opinion, will continue to have problems because even though everything ended okay last season, I still believe that Kane is not going to let it go. He is always going back to his original thought on Tariq. He can't trust him. He always feels like he has to one-up Tariq. And I think in season 3, he just may do it. He has to prove it. You know what I'm saying? If he's going to do things the way he needs to do them, I need to actually see Kane do it consistently. Not just for an episode or 2, and then he try to get back at Tariq. That makes no sense. I believe Kane, he needs to fix those things. And, you know, the whole Brayden situation, Brayden is probably a little bit smarter now because he knew Kane was using him last season. He figured out what Kane was on. It was a little bit too late, but I believe in season 3, Brayden is going to be a little bit more smarter, and it's going to be harder for Kane to go in and try to use him. He's going to have to earn that trust back, right? But as I told you, if they all work together, Tariq, Brayden, and Kane, if they're all on good terms, these 3 can handle business. It's just sad to see that that's probably not going to be the case, but we definitely going to find out. Now, I also believe in this next upcoming season, we're going to see the bond of Effie and Kane continue to grow. We know Effie went out her way last season to let Kane know about Lauren, which we know Effie went out and did some bad things, right, to protect Kane. And in her opinion, she wanted to protect everyone. So she did what she had to do to Lauren. But once the secret does come out about what Effie did, Tariq will be pissed off about that. And, you know, once Tariq figures out that Effie was going behind his back, having conversations, linking up with Kane, he is going to be pissed off about that as well. But Effie and Kane's relationship is something that I want to continue to see, and I believe it will continue to grow. It's going to be weird, but these 2 is something that we have to watch out for. Now, besides the whole Effie thing, trying to continue to build that bond, hopefully Kane can continue to build the bond that he's pretty much screwed up between Tariq and Brayden. Kane's going to have some other issues coming his way next season. And that is Cooper Saxe and Jenny Sullivan. We know that Cooper Saxe, he's going to be going behind Davis McLean's back to try to get intel for Jenny Sullivan in order to catch the Tejada family slipping. He understands that Davis McLean is working with the Tejada family to protect him. We know Monet is paying off Davis McLean to get intel to help her family out, right? So Cooper Saxe ain't having it. He's already told Jenny Sullivan he believes David McLean is working with the Tejada family to protect him. And he is willing to try to get intel from them and Tariq. But if he gets caught, he's pretty much done for. So we definitely going to talk about Cooper Saxe's character very soon as well. But we also know that your boy Detective Kevin Whitman, he was already on Kane in the first place, right? We seen his old rap sheet or whatever that he pulled up. They know Kane Tejada has been up at this school. They know Lauren has had conversations with him, right? Now, this is the part that we have to talk about because Kane popping up at Stansfield makes 0 sense. That was one of the things that I was talking about last season. I mean, these people popping up at this school like it ain't all these bodies, you know, on campus popping up like the campus ain't hot. I mean, Kane, he's still popping up at the school after he done planted the badge into Tariq's dresser or whatever drawer. I mean, to me, I would never do it, but these guys continue to pop up at the school. Not just Kane, Drew popping up there. I mean, Diana. I mean, this does not make any sense. So if Kane wants to continue to go to Stansfield and, you know, be under surveillance, so be it. But eventually he's going to get caught up. And if he continues to do that, all he is doing is making it easier for them to try to get intel on him. I don't know what type of security they got at this school. I mean, I just don't know. But the way that this dude pops up at this school, man, you would think Kane goes to Stansfield or whatever. Like he got a room somewhere or whatever. But to me, it definitely needs to stop. But based off what we've seen in the past, I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure that Kane's going to continue to pop up at the school, not just him, Drew and Diana as well, which is a huge mistake. Now, we know last season, Kane, he had a decision to make. This man was supposed to take out his pops. We know Monet and Tariq had a game plan to make it seem like Kane was going to have to do it. He didn't really want to do it. He was scared. I mean, it makes sense. Taking out your pops is a big deal. Tariq had to let him know, like, look, you're not ready to do this, so stop trying to act hard. And that's Kane's problem. He always trying to act like he can one-up Tariq all the time, but he was definitely not ready to do it. Would he have done it? I think he would have, but he was only going to do it because of what Tariq has done, right? Now, luckily, Kane didn't have to do this, and we didn't have to see another father and son incident in Power, history, because we used to seeing stuff like this, right? Now, Kane in season 3, I believe him and Lorenzo may continue to have problems, and we talking about power struggles. Kane has to make sure he does exactly what he did last season. Go off and do things on his own, especially if he wants to, run his own organization and do business. He needs to go ahead and prove once again that he can do it, but he cannot allow his emotions to get the best of him. And like I said, if Kane continues to be reckless, it's going to create more issues for him and for his family. But I just can't see him and Lorenzo being cool, especially in the sense of them working together in this business. I believe they both have to go their own ways and work separately. But we're going to see in season 3 if the two actually are able, to squash those different issues that they have and work together. At the same time, we know Kane felt some type of way about Monet and what she's done with Tariq as far as lying to him, making it seem like he had to kill Lorenzo. I mean, he's still upset about that. Yes, he did tell Monet that he is good with her, but I don't believe that is the case. I believe deep down inside, Kane is still salty. Like, man, so you put all this trust in Tariq. You didn't think I can do it or whatever. You want to make it seem like I had to take out my pops. I mean, I know Kane is feeling some type of way about that. So he will still have these different issues with his mother in season 3. He pretty much showed us that in season 3 when he went off on Monet, when he told her, like, look, you made me think this way, and I went out there to prove myself, trying to gain that respect from you. And that was Kane's biggest thing in season 2, respect. And he still, in my opinion, feels like he's not getting it from his mother. Now, also in season 3, I believe that Kane and Drew's relationship is going to continue to build. I mean, the brothers been doing their thing, and hopefully they can continue to do that. This time around, with the boys being on their back, they're going to need each other. And if Kane cannot be real cool with Tariq or Braden, he is definitely going to have to be cool with his brother Drew at all costs. Because at the end of the day, blood is blood, and they always going to be there. So we're going to see if that's going to be the case for Kane and Drew's relationship. But at the end of the day, my overall, early prediction for Kane is he needs to just do what he needs to do. Stop worrying about Tariq all the time, because if we going off the past, every time he made a decision based off his hatred for Tariq, what has happened? Bad things has happened, and they had to clean up all this unnecessary stuff. I mean, it just really makes zero sense for them to actually have to even do it. Kane, think. Like, come on. Now, I won't be surprised if Monet tries to use Kane for leverage or use Kane to do some things that he don't really want to do. We know once the secret of Lorenzo taking out Zeke comes out, Monet gonna be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So she's rather gonna try to take out Lorenzo, or she's gonna try to get Kane to take out Lorenzo. At the end of the day, I got a feeling Kane will be involved with the whole game plan if Monet actually wants to go out there and do it. But knowing Kane, he's probably going to just be thinking about Tariq all the time. What is Tariq doing? How can I one-up Tariq? That is a huge mistake. I just don't see him changing that much. But as I told you guys earlier, if he does decide to change, he needs to just squash all that emotional stuff that he got going on and decide to actually work with Tariq and Braden. Y'all can go out there and kill the game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can kill it. But I don't think Kane is willing to actually step up to the plate and do that. That's the only way he's really going to gain that respect. I mean, this is why Monet doesn't respect you at that level to make decisions for the organization, for the family, because you make emotional decisions, which is very, very stupid. And you've done it time and time again. He just can't learn. So we're going to see. Kane definitely still has to prove himself when it comes to that whole respect. And he has to prove that he's just not muscle. But as I told you, this dude got a lot of different issues coming. With Jenny Sullivan and Cooper Sacks on this case at the same time, they need to find a new plug. Some of you guys say y'all believe the Serbians may be the plug for everybody. I mean, we're going to find out. But Kane, I'm pretty sure he's going to try to, be that person to find the new connect. He wants to be that man. He wants to be like, look, I can supply my family. I can help them do this. So if Tariq is the one to do it, he's going to be upset about that. Y'all know when season 2 came, with the whole Mecca thing, he thought he was a man because he had Mecca, making deals with the family. But we know Mecca, that dude was a flat out snitch. He was just using them to get close. And that didn't play out. So what's going to happen in season 3? But based off what we know of Kane, you guys let me know down below. Do y'all believe Kane is actually going to go out there and change himself? Or do y'all think he's going to go back to doing the same things he's been doing in season 1, season 2, worrying about Tariq? I mean, come on. It has to stop, and it has to stop now, because if you keep coming at Tariq, eventually he going to come back, and we already know he ain't going to hesitate to pull that trigger if he got to. And, Kane, that's the last thing that he wants to happen, but it will happen if he continues to push. But I cannot wait for season 3, man. Power Book 2 Go season 3 will be coming very, very soon. Apparently we're on a 6-month break. Apparently Raising Kane is supposed to be coming over the summer. Apparently we just don't know. But we're going to get Power regardless this year, hopefully. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support. I will continue to talk about the Power universe. We're going to continue to get ready for all the spinoffs. This is, pretty much the what's next for each of these characters month. So I will be breaking down characters from Power Book 2 Ghost, Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, and Power Book 4 Force as well. So just stay tuned for the content. But happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Y'all stay safe, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.